Greetings and welcome to the face reading of the people in the news. Today we'll speak about Justin Bieber. Here he is, an overnight musical sensation from Canada. Several people asked me to read his face, so I will. Here are some of his photos from younger age. What a difference, what a change in personality in less than 10 years. Even if you do not know face reading, you can see how dramatically his face changed in such a short time. But you can, of course, say, well, that is when people change the most, going from being a teen to becoming an adult. Well, we'll see. Not only the shape of his face changed, but also many features. Let's look at the face and the features. Back to the younger Justin. It looks he had a Venus face at this age. Of all 12 personalities, the Venus are the most concerned with loving and being loved. They want to know that they're loved. They think about love and relationships. They're often involved in social causes and bringing fighting parties to the negotiating table. The Venus are very lively, spunky, and resourceful. They have a lot of practical intelligence and know how to organize things to make everyone comfortable. A couple of interesting features on his face at this age. Let's look at his lips. On the left side, as you can see, the place where his mouth closes, the lip line continues. That line means that what we call executive power. It means that the ability to persevere and to make things happen. As we know, the left side is associated with the past. He did not have the same line on the right side. That makes me think that he arrived into this world with this potential to make things happen. Another interesting feature is his eyes. Notice his left eye. It's slightly closed, squinted, more narrow than the right one. And it's true on the picture a few years later. Look at this one. Still, the left eye is slightly closed. That tells us that there was something painful in Justin's life that he was trying not to see or close his eyes to. It's true even in the picture on the right, where he is 18 or 19 years old. And yet, only a few years later, in the now, he is 23, the picture is quite different. Now, if I'm correct, the right eye is more squinted than the left one. That tells me that there is something that is scaring him, or he closes his eyes to in the present moment. And another feature that changed is his eyebrows. As you can see, at younger age, the eyebrows are very curvy or arched, which stands for just normal, healthy energy. But look at the eyebrows of today. Totally straight across, meaning that he became stubborn in such a short time. Not to worry, it may be the stubbornness that also translates into being persistent. Either or both. Those who are close to Justin probably know which one he manifests in his life. And finally, the shape of his face today. Remember, we said that at a younger age he was a Venus, but here he is. Mars, of course. Mars in making. The fighting spirit, less patience, shorter attention span, no more interest in peacemaking. Like in his past Venus stage, where he was trying to bring the fighting parties together, now he doesn't have patience for it, he wants to fight himself. And now let's look at Justin's profile, which embodies his temperament, the innate qualities and energy type he arrived into this world with. It is who he really is under persona, the mask. He is clearly a sanguine, clearly defined jawline. The corner of the jaw goes down almost straight at 90 degrees angle. The chin is protruding, the forehead is tilted. Here on this picture, the corner of the jaw is even more clearly sanguine. So Justin arrived into this world with the potential to be physical, active, muscle coordinated. He loves sports and competition. He is what we call, excuse me, what we call short distance runner, needs breaks and a good nap during the day if he can afford it. Otherwise, he runs out of steam. He is territorial, acquisitive, likes to acquire things. By nature, he is generous, courageous, but also short-tempered, gets easily bored, and has a short attention span. He is a good communicator and usually fun to be with. He is actually in the right business. I have one concern, though. His hair. On the left side is Justin's natural hair. On the right side is his new and improved or more fashionable hair. You may say, man, this is a sign of the time. People do what they want. Leave him alone. If it makes him feel good or look good, why not? Not a good argument. Cocaine and other drugs make people feel good. Most of the time that feel good ends up as a disaster. Hair is the embodiment of the energy type. Yes, the roots of the hair are still the same, but the new color is on the top of the head day and night. But my biggest concern is that changing his hair would be only the first step to his journey of so-called self-improvement. Then comes another idea, and then yet another one. And one may end up as Michael Jackson did, and that is a disaster. I say this only because my hope is that Justin Bieber recognizes that the only improvement that has any value is in mastering oneself to become more tolerant, more non-judgmental, patient, independent, honest, and kind. And that is all for Justin Bieber. For those of you who are with me for the first time, I would like to remind you, if you're interested in the subject of face reading, you can watch my YouTube Introduction to Face Reading and Face Reading 101. You can, of course, buy my book, Face Reading for Successful Relationships. It's available on Amazon.com. And also, please click subscribe if you want to receive notifications every time I post a new video or audio. Thank you very much for being with me today. Peace to all who want to live in peace.